Crew, was good as Rubber Cat, then coming back at you with another video. And today we got another crew requested video. Hey, I told y'all if y'all let me know, I'm gonna make it happen. During the VV Theory stream the other day, while we was on the stream, if you haven't seen that stream, make sure you go check that out. One of the viewers said they want to see, me with some purple yellow Nico smoke, man. So hey, that's what we did. We threw a list together, using some of the new OP10 cars, man. And we cooking with it. We cooking. Let's get into the deck list, though. Without further ado. So here we go. This is the purple yellow Nico smoke. If you don't know what the leader does, the leader has banish. When attacking, you may trash one card with trigger from hand, add one don from your don deck and set it as rested. So this is a great ramp effect right here. By discarding the card, essentially you get the ramp for free. So you can get the 10 don really quick, by turn 4, especially using our other ramp pieces as well. But let's go through the deck list. We got 4 of the 7 called Sanjis. Y'all know from my Purple Luffy videos, I love this card, man. Rest down to 6 or less. It's got rush, just a great card all around. You get the -1 don, that doesn't really matter for this leader, but purple Luffy, purple black Luffy, if you know, you know. But then we got 4 of the Don Quixote Rosinante. This card is great in this deck because this allows us to play our ace. So essentially, you're doing it like the Shanks, in the purple Luffy, the red purple Luffy, like the Shanks. You play this out, and then you play Shanks on 10. You get to set 2 down as active still. That's just what we're doing here, but we're doing it with ace, which allows us to, play out a 10 cost with rush, gain a life, rush in, and still put 2 Don active for our Gum Gum Giants or some of our other events that we're playing. Great card for this list. We're playing 4 of the, the squishy blockers, Shirahoshis. Hey, this card is great, man. Putting this on the board just has a constant threat looming over our opponent. Even just playing it on 2 and just leaving it there, it's like, hey, do you want to pop it? You want to leave a blocker here forever for the entire game until I actually need it? And, hey, we're fine with either one. We're playing 3 Katakuris here. I think Katakuri is a correct choice for this deck as far as bigs, just because it removes an 8 from the board, and there's a lot of 8s in the meta right now with the kids and the laws, which is 7, but still it removes them bigger body threats just out the way. Put them in life, get them out the way. Great card. We're playing 4 of the Capone Beige. This is a great card with a great trigger, man. 2K counter. Can't ask for more, can't ask for less. We're playing 3 Yamato. I wasn't running Yamato at first, but then I thought about it. I was like, well, having extra ways to gain life never hurts. So I went ahead and put the Yamatos in, because most of the time your opponent's going to be trying to counter out aggressively to save, from the Nico Robin hits, the banish. So I think Yamato's a good tech choice to throw in there, so I put her in here. It's been working out pretty good. Running 3 of the Frankies, 2K counter, and also has a great trigger, and just a free ramp if we need to discard it to ramp. And the man himself, our boss monster for this deck is, Ace. Well, one of our boss monsters. I guess Katakuri and Yamato could be considered boss monsters as well. But we're running the Ace here. This works great with the Rosinante. Even if you don't get the Rosinante, it's still not terrible to gain a life, and not have any Zon up. But if you do get the Rosinante, this card is just even more broken. So great card. On play, you may add 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life. Then if you have 2 or less life cards, you gain rush. So we take life pretty aggressively in this deck, of course, just so we can, benefit off our Yamatos and our aces. We got 4 of the Nico Olivias, 2K counter. So essentially, anything with trigger in this deck is a ramp piece. So we're playing plenty of ramp pieces, let's just say that. But she on play gives your leader, Nico Robin, plus 3,000 power for the turn. So playing this out, or hitting this off of trigger, she also draws 3 cards, discards 2 cards. Just a great card all around for this leader. I think it should be played at 4-0. And we're playing 4 of the Nico Robins, the 6 drop. So our opponent's going to be protecting their life from our leader hits. On 6 Don, I like to have another card to drop. If we don't have the Rosinante, we'll just drop Nico Robin, Trash of Life. It has a great trigger. We can play out a 3 cost or less. Yellow card from hand, so we're allowed to play our Shirahoshis, our Nico Olivias, even our Beiges if we want to get an extra body on board. But hey, we ain't playing Beige out, but we might. You never know. And we're running 3 of the Thunder Baguas. I wasn't running this one at first, but then I thought about it. It's like, well, if I have the Rosinante on board, I can leave extra Don up for a Thunder Bagua, you know what I'm saying? Or just them awkward turns where I don't have like a body to play. Like I say, I don't have Nico Robin or Rosinante. I can just swing a bunch of my leader and leave like 4 open Don, something like that. Then we're running 4 of the Gum Gum Giants, most broken card in the game right now. Hey, that's up for debate. I think it's the most broken card in my opinion. Y'all let me know in the comments below. Then we're running 2 of the God Threads, another ramp piece, and a card we can discard off Rosinante if we don't need the ramp. And it also KOs a 5 or less, so good card. And then we're running 4 of the You're the One Who Should Disappear. I found I needed more events, so I had to put more events in just so we can have stuff to discard Rosinante. And seeing this in Last Life is always a possible thing. So this is the list right here. Let's get into the gameplay, man. And before we do, hey Brooke, drop that beat. Alright, crew. I was debating on showing y'all this game or not because this Lucci leader is not played really at all, but he almost cooked me, so I felt like I had to put it in here. This is my first game of the list, bro, and I just run into a random ass like Lucci player that's playing the bad Lucci, not even the good version. But hey, he had some spice in his deck, bro. So he took that first hit, of course. He's playing the air door version of Lucci. He took that hit, so that air door triggered, no good for him there. Swinging 6 at us here. Like I said, we take life aggressively in this deck, so that's always a thing. We're already on 6 Don. Thinking here what I want to do. Yeah, we'll probably just swing big. Like, why not? Got a blocker anyway. It doesn't matter. But we don't really have a 6 Don play. So this is one of those examples where I was saying I can just swing big, leave like 2 open Don, something like that. We definitely should just use the. We're on 6. We should just go ahead and use it so we can be on 9 next turn. I don't see no reason why not to, but we didn't use leader effect, which is cool. We'll still be on 8. We got Katakuri we can play on 8, so not never a bad thing. But we could have been on 9 Don and then played out the Nico Olivia, swung 8 to trash a card, and then Katakuri. I'm just gonna play Katakuri out now. We're gonna bottom deck his little blocker there. We're gonna swing 5 at life. See what he wants to do here. Probably counter out for sure. Yep, counter out. He gave us a 2K there. Never sad when I see a 2K thrown out for 5K attack. I'll take that. Get them counters out of hand. Next turn is probably gonna be an ace turn, so we'll just take this life here, aggressively. Unless we get another cat, I might save ace. I don't know. It depends. Puts on 3 here, swings 8 at us. Yeah, we're actually gonna counter out of that. I don't know why. Should just took. Maybe we was worried about him putting the rest on Spandam and swinging in. And he plays the card that makes us trash a card. That's cool, I guess. Well, we got 2 aces, so I guess the thing to do here is swing 5, swing 8, play out ace, don't gain a life, and swing 10. Oh, we can gain a life. Oh yeah. I don't hate that play. I don't hate that play, man. You can, just gain a life, have that extra cushion. Swinging 5 at us here. We get a trigger. could use the Nico Robin to play out the Nico Olivia and make our leader 8K, but he could easily just strap up and beat over that. But we can play the Shirahoshi out, so you know that's a thing as well. Just play Shirahoshi out here. He's 27. That's cool. Plays out Stussy. KOs are ace, which is, you know, good for him. It's looking like another ace turn here. We're gonna swing 8 into 6, see if we can get some cards out of hand. If he wants to let that go or not. And Stussy is a 9, so we can't hit her with our Katakuri, unfortunately. He KOs out to save. He counters out to save that, so now we're gonna go 5 into life. We're probably gonna play ace, gain a life, and then go 10 into his 6. Get that off the board, just limit his attacks. This guy's definitely cooking though, man. You know, we definitely want to get that 6, that 5 drop off the board in case he wants to play another Stussy or something. Just get that thing up out of here so he doesn't have a. I mean, if he wants to KO a Stussy to, you know, play a Stussy, I'm fine with that. So, we take the hit there. Swings 9 at us. Counter out. Or we block out. Now next turn is probably going to be a Katakuri Shirahoshi play. The Gum Gum Giants have been pretty much dead in our hand, as you know, for right now. But there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we got them there if we need them. We could always just play Katakuri out next turn. He gets us down to 0 life here, which is you know, good for him, I guess. So this is probably gonna be a swing. I would swing more than 5. Definitely strap up, trash his life. We can get the Stussy off board though. Go for the Stussy first. Let's go for the Stussy, man. He's got 1 card in hand. If it's a 2K, it's a 2K. Yeah, makes sense. It's a 2K, we could just put 1 on Cat and swing into it. Okay. Takes that there. I'm not opposed to actually even playing out the Shirahoshi and then playing the Cat to stack it on top, but it doesn't matter. So we can just play out both Shirahoshis as blockers, and if he KOs it, then you know we gain a life, so it's always a good thing. Gonna trash his life there, swing 8, give him another card in hand. Lay out both Shirahoshis and leave a bunch of Don open in case we draw into any of our events that we're playing here. See what he does with this. That's why the Shirahoshi blocker is great for this list. Being able to just play her out, and it's like, okay, well if you KO her, I'm gaining a life anyways. So you have to let me block with her pretty much, unless you have a card that says makes your character unblockable or something like that. But we do have enough Don open to get out of pretty much anything possible. Swings 9 here. I say we just go ahead and Gum Gum Giant, cycle our hand, see if we can get anything. Bam, and then, yep, and we drew into a Thunderbog with her. That's why another reason like leaving that open Don doesn't really hurt us. He's making us trash a card, we'll just trash the other Katakuri there. And he doesn't have a blocker now, so should be a math win. Swing 9. I don't know why we would have swung 8 there. Just hear me out. We could have just mathed him out. He's got two cards in hand, so if we just put 1 on Katakuri here, well, yeah, he can't get out of it. If we just put 1 on Katakuri there, and then we could just put the rest on ace, and it's a free win. So I don't know what our thought process was there. Yeah, I don't know. But hey, you know, it is what it is. We got the game anyway. Let's get on to the next game, crew. All right, crew. Here's another interesting matchup for us. We got the blue black Usopp here, and Usopp's not bad, man. He's not bad. And them blockers are a little annoying, man. He feels kind of like he's playing Gecko Moria, even though he isn't. Let's see what we do here. We're on 2 Don. We're going second. Ain't really nothing we can do but pass. I guess we're waiting. Or we ended our turn, we're waiting on our opponent now. See what he does. On 3 down here. Don't have a 4 down play neither. It's probably gonna be, oh, we get a trigger. I'll take that. Free ramp. Now we'll be on 5 down, so we can actually guide thread. Guide thread. Yes. Yes, guide thread. The ramping begins. He isn't right about that. We guide thread, we ramp 1, so we're on 6 now. We deploy the Nico Olivia, give us plus 3k. Now we're swinging 8 of his life. No need to use a leader effect. It's turn 2, we're on 6 down. We'll be on 8 down turn 3. Counters out of that aggressively, which makes sense. You know, you don't want them cards to get banished, huh? But eventually you're gonna have to let them get banished. We do got a Nico Robin in hand, so I'm not opposed to playing that next turn even and trashing the life. We take the life here. We got plenty of 2Ks in hand, which is crazy. We're on 8 down here. Could play Sanji out as well, but I like Nico Robin better. But I guess we're gonna do the Sanji here. Rest down his blocker. He's like 8 already. Yeah, we're at 8 already, bro. We're gonna go ahead and just use our leader effect to go back up to 8, so we can be on 10 next turn and play out our ace more than likely. You wanna give us another card from hand, buddy? Gave us some more cards from hand. I'll take it. Now 7 in the life here. He has to take this one. Perfect. You know, so we can play our ace out next turn now. We got another big body on board he has to worry about. I think Nico Robin probably would have been better there. For sure. We could have just played out Nico Robin and swung 7 into leader, which would have probably got his blocker out. He's swinging 7 into my body here, which is not going to work for him. But, I mean, I guess he thought it was. Swinging 5 in a life, I should take. Take the hit, buddy. Don't think about it. Okay, we get a Katakuri here, which is interesting as well. Not opposed to doing that. But we still can play Nico Robin out here. Trash a life. Then we're playing a little bit more risky. We'll just play the ace here. We'll swing 5 into life. See what he wants to do. Probably gonna give us a blocker here. Gives us a blocker. That makes sense. So we're gonna go 10 into the Cavendish probably. I would've went 10 into the Cavendish personally, going back now just to see if he wants to give us the Frankie blocker. See what he plays off of it. He gives us the Frankie blocker for the 7, so now I know he doesn't really have counter in hand. So we're gonna go 10 into the 6. I guess it wasn't a terrible play considering what he did there. So now we got some decent counter in hand still. We got 2 Katakuris to follow up with to remove anything from the board. Swinging 5 at us here. Should just counter out or take, you know. That's always a thing too. Let's see what he plays here. Playing out another Cavendish makes sense. Swinging 6 and a 7 so he can draw. Good for him. That's good for him. Another Frankie played out. Man, this Frankie's gonna be the bane of my existence right now. Gonna drag this match on as long as he can, huh? I'm not opposed to playing Katakuri out and putting Nico Olivia into life. That's a thing. It's a possibility. I don't remember what we do here, but that is something we can do. Do get a Rosinante, but we don't have an event in hand, unfortunately, to draw with him. They play Katakuri. Put the Nico Olivia in the life. Yes. Okay. I was thinking the same thing. We put one on Nico, but we could have just played out our Nico Olivia. Well, I guess we're going for cards out of hand. We're going to try to clear up his board this turn. Gives us a card out of hand. We're going to go 7 and a 6. Gives us the blocker there. Makes sense. 10 and the 6. We could have played out the Nico Olivia from our hand and gave our leader plus 3k and swung more into the Cavendish, which would have forced a blocker early because I doubt he had that much counter. But I guess it worked out for him. He got to save his little Frankie blocker here. We could have done the same exact play the next turn. Just play out a Katakuri and put the other Nico Olivia back into life. There's nothing wrong with that. Depending on what he does here, though, determine my next move. I see he draws that King Kong gun, so I know I gotta watch out for that. That event that gives him like plus 6k or something crazy, and double attack. See what he wants to do here. Swinging 11 into 7. We're actually gonna save this. We're just gonna discard the Rosinante into 2Ks. He said, "Oh, yeah, we gotta save that, buddy. Gotta save all our attacks here." We get a Shirahoshi, so that's great. Looks like a Nico Robin turn. Yeah, trash that life. He's still at 3 life. He's been countering out aggressively, so you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Put 2 on Robin, swing 7. He's definitely gonna block here if he doesn't have the counter. Okay, he countered out. That's good for him. Should swing 7 here. If he's got some more counter or that blocker. Swing 8 here. He takes, okay. Swing 10. And then we're just gonna play out our Shirahoshi blocker and chill. Nothing wrong with that, nothing wrong with that. So we got our Shirahoshi blocker out now, and I think this guy makes a mistake right here. But I don't think it matters. Let's see what he does. Well, I guess he could bounce the Shirahoshi or the Kairos if he has one. But maybe it did matter. I don't know. What would he been able to swing then, though? Would have been able to swing like the 9k, 5 and another 9k. I would have just needed 2 2Ks and a 1K to survive. See what he does here. He puts 2 on Leo. So I guess he wouldn't have been able to do that if he was attacking on Leo. Swings 10 here, and then I was about to take, and I was like, oh wait, it's double attack. I read the card again just to make sure. I was like, oh, okay. You have 15 or more cards and trash is double attack. No sir. We just block out with the Shirahoshi there. He said he forgot about the Shirahoshi. Yeah. He's a blocker, buddy, for sure. See what he does here. I really hope they reprint these EBO1 cards. Like, the price of them is insane. to 7. You can have that. See what he does here. He needs to play out another blocker, to be honest, to have a chance. Oh, there's no other blocker coming. We get 8 into 8. Alright, cool. We'll play out the Katakuri, remove his blocker from the board. We'll swing 6 here at life, see what he wants to do. Counters out. We'll swing 7 into life. Counters out, then we'll go 8-10. That should be game. Daddy's got 2 more 2Ks. He's been countering out the entire game too aggressively. So yeah, he didn't have enough counter. He had 1 more 2K left. That was GG's to our opponent there, man. Let's get on to the next game, crew. Alright, crew, we got a green-yellow law here. See what he does. Alright, are we going first or second? We're going second. Cool, cool. Don't mind that at all. Let's play out our Shirahoshi here. Our hand's not the greatest, as you can tell, but we do have an event. We can discard off Rosinante, and we do have an ace in hand, so not terrible neither. And with the law, they like to have their they like to try to get 5 total costs on board with their characters. So if you're able to remove characters early, it's very beneficial. So he's setting up with his Joribani here, which is good for him. Swinging 5 at us, we take. Nice. Get another Shirahoshi blocker. Love to see her. Love to see her. Probably one of the best yellow blockers in the game, no lie. So we're thinking about saving 2 up for Thunder Bagua here, but it's like, I think it's correct to just put 4 on and just ramp with our leader, but you know, it is what it is. We don't have any other triggers to discard. So he has to give us the blocker here, or go down to 2 cards in hand, or let us take the life, because you know he wants to keep that 5 total cost on board, which makes sense. That means he probably doesn't have a Cavendish in hand, I would assume. If he did, he would have just blocked out of that. But we play out another Shirahoshi, nonetheless. He put 1 on Bonnie. I think that was a misclick. So, you know, it happens, bro. It happens. Misclicks happen, man. See what our opponent does here. Taking a little second. I need to start watching this in my other media so I can speed it up, man, when these people take forever. Alright, he plays out the beige. Let him set what he wants on top. That's good for him. That's a Joribani, but he's not going to get really any benefit out of her effect besides maybe locking down a Don, which we don't care about because we're only going to be on 7. Let's see what he does here. Swing 7 at us, we should take. No trigger. Okay, he's doing his leader effect now. He's playing out the Bonnie. Gonna be able to lock down a Don. That's it. We're fine with that. Delphi should go ahead and get our Rosinante down. Oh, we draw into a Nico Robin, but he doesn't have 3 life, so Card came a little too late. Our opponent took his own life too aggressively for us. Thinking if I should draw here and get rid of the Gum Gum Giants, I'm like, yeah, why not? Swung 5 in here. We should just go ahead and trash the card and go up. Yep. Go up to 8. I guess I'm leaving 1 open Don just in case of an emergency, which, you know, never a bad play to leave 1 open Don, because if you have to go down, you have to go down. But then I thought about it, I was like, wait, I played the Rosinante out, my dumb ass. I get 2 Don back anyway. So definitely should have swung 6 there. That was a misplay. Remember, Rosinante is new to this leader for me. So this leader and playing Rosinante in this leader is new for me. So my thinking was not 100%, you know. But hey, we still made it work though. Having 3 open Dons never a terrible thing neither, because we are playing Thunder Bagwas. So we are able to draw into another Thunder Bagua. We can, you know, ramp back up. Let's see how he swings here though. Puts 1 on, he swings 7. Cool, we take. Say we should just block out maybe the next attacks or counter out if we can. Swings 5 at us here with his blocker, which is a mistake for him. Just gonna counter out. Swings another 5, just easy 1K counter out. Alright, now it should be 5-6, play ace, gain a life. Swing 10. Oh, 6 into 4. I like that. I did too. Force that blocker out. Yep. I like that as well. Alright, swing 5 first. He's in a free block, more than likely. Free blocks, we can play the ace and swing 4 into one of his bodies here, or swing 10 into one of his bodies here. He counters out, he doesn't free block. Okay, that's cool. And we're gonna swing 10 into 4 anyway. Now you either block and give me your blocker, or you let this Bonnie go. The next turn, we can play Katakuri out, move something. I think we should use one of our blockers this turn, because we do got another blocker in hand. So there's never nothing wrong with that, you know. Block out, take a free block, play our Katakuri next turn. Now we got room to play another blocker out. It's like, just keep recycling. What is our opponent gonna do? Yeah, I guess I'm thinking about the blocker play already. Over and over it, waiting to see what he's gonna do. Waiting to see one of them laws or something there. I think he draws into one right here. Drawn to a law, or am I tripping? I think I might be tripping. I thought he drew into. There might have been another game. I don't know. We haven't seen none of his big bodies yet, which is kind of crazy. Oh, it's the restand law. I mean, I guess. Guy's taking a little while. Okay, 6 and a 5. Should just free block there, but we didn't. Leaving 7 dime, which is making me think he has the 7 drop law, but pretty sure he would have played that out first. Swinging 5 with his Bonnie blocker here. I just take and actually use the trigger. Huh. Get into some more aces. That's never a bad thing. Yeah, we just trashed the Shirahoshi. It's one on leader. What's he gonna do here? Plays out the restand law. Restand his blocker law. Surely he wasn't going for game here, right? Now I got 2 open down and 2 blockers. No way. Maybe in his mind he was going for game, which is block this hit. No need to even try to counter out. Okay. Now what, buddy? Okay, he's putting 2 on lead. An 8 and a 5, Gum Giant. 3, pretty much. Gum Giant, yes sir, makes sense. Onto Yamato there. Nothing wrong with that. He has no blocker now, so it should just be 5-6. Play an ace out, but we can't split up as well. I like 5-6. Play another ace out, 10-10. That should just close the game out. But we're gonna split up. Try to trash his last life. If you can't get out of this 10, then you know it's gonna be 10-11 after that. I guess it's not a terrible play neither. Yeah, so that trashes his other life. Since he trashes his other life, we're just gonna swing 7 here, try to get 2 cards out of hand, and it'll be 14. Mathematic can't get out. He gives us 2 cards from hand, then you know. And then we swing 14 for the game. Yes sir, yes sir. He had the kid in hand. Hey, he was trying to get to that lockup, boy. Hey, but that's it for the games, man. If y'all like content like this, make sure y'all hit that like and that subscribe button for your boy, man. It really helps us out in the algorithm, you know what I'm saying? If you don't like us, hey man, shout out to the haters out there, by the way. We do got a couple of haters that like to come to every video and drop a couple dislikes, but hey, you know, hey, can't be successful without haters, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. But I'll catch y'all boys in the next one, man. Peace.